We are going to make some Kuggles. I created this recipe and I know you're going to love them. Need 1.5 cups of milk and 2 packages of rapid rise yeast. Warm your milk to lukewarm and put your yeast in and mix until the yeast is dissolved. And then add a cup of brown sugar and half a cup of white sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 eggs. Mix well. Melt half a cup of butter, let it cool, then add to your mixture. Add a half a cup of Crisco and mix well. Add 1 cup of flour and beat with a whisk until it's mixed well, and then add another cup and mix very well. Then add another cup of flour and mix well. Add 1 more cup of flour and mix with a wooden spoon or just a large spoon. Add a small amount of flour until the dough isn't sticky, and then shape it into a ball. Pour some olive oil on the top and work it around the ball of dough. And let the dough rise for about an hour until it's double. Put your dough on a cutting board that's floured and sprinkle with flour on top. Cut your dough into a 12-inch rectangle. Cut your dough in about 4 wedges and cut your wedges into 2 to 3 inch squares and let them rise again until about double, about an hour. And if you wish, you can skip this second rising. Before we fry the Kuggles, we're going to make a glaze. We need 2 cups of powdered sugar, and we need 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of cloves, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 cup of melted butter. Mix the ingredients in a medium-sized bowl. If the mixture is too thick, you can add some milk. Mix well and set aside. You want your frosting to be the consistency of a glaze that you can dip your Kuggles in. Heat your oil until it starts to sizzle, and then drop your Kuggles in the hot oil. Cook them until they're brown on one side, and then flip them over and cook them until they're brown on the other side, and then take them out and let them drain on paper towel. Dip your Kuggles in your glaze one by one, and you need a bag of Heath candy bar that's crushed and kosher salt. Sprinkle each Kuggle with the Heath bar, crumbles of the Heath bar, and the salt. This makes about 20 to 24 Kuggles that are about 2 to 3 inch squares. They're ready to serve, and they are delicious. I thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.